And joining us now on Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on the radio is Dr. Peggy Barnes-Wander. Thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to do this interview with you because you are so special. Earlier this month, February 17th, Dr. Peggy Barnes-Wander's college basketball number was retired from Newberry College in South Carolina. Dr. Peggy played until 1986. She is a professor of physical education at Newberry College and my honorary godmother. Please welcome to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 Dr. Peggy Barnes-Wander.
Thank you, Malcolm. I'm excited.
So let's start with your college basketball career. The stats tell the story of your success. Did you ever consider becoming a college basketball head coach at a university or entering the Women's National Basketball Association?
Well, Malcolm, you probably do not know this, but I actually had the opportunity to coach women's basketball. And matter of fact, it was my first coaching job at Newberry College, where I am currently. So in 1992, they asked me if I would consider coaching women's basketball. It was a transitional period for our women's sports, and the head coach had left. So of course, having been the student athlete that I was and the love for the game, I accepted that challenge. And I actually coached women's basketball at Newberry College from 1992 to 1999. And with that, and because of the love for basketball, unfortunately, during that time, it was 1986 when I graduated. But for women's sports, the WNBA, the league actually wasn't founded until April 22nd, 1996. So I missed that period there because I had already graduated. And of course, by that time, no, I couldn't get right in order to be able to participate in the WNBA. And it really wasn't until actually June in 1997 that they actually began to play in the WNBA.
I have to take a quick break. I will be right back. You are listening to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on player.live365.com/A33199, Apple, Fire, Roku, other smart TVs, TuneIn, and IAMMJP.com. Welcome back to Malcolm's Praise Live 365. Peggy, tell us about that moment when you scored 33 points, a game high against Winthrop University. How did that moment feel?
Wow, that was so exciting. And it was so exciting because Winthrop University is actually the former university that my sister Cassandra attended. So it was like I was very elated. But the thing about it, I scored 33 points and I pulled down like 24 rebounds, but we still lost the game by one. And it was actually in overtime. But it was fun. It was exciting. And I tried to carry that over into all of our other basketball games. But it was great.
Peggy, with your number now retired, you have hung up your basketball sneakers and finished the race. 2 Timothy 4:7 from the New International Version says, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. What would you have told your young self?
Wow, that's a great question. I think back and I think about my upbringing and all of the lessons that I have learned. And if there was anything that I could repeat to tell myself, it would be, of course, Philippians 4:13 talks about, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that is something that I actually live by every single day. I just never stop learning. I'm always in the mode of trying to help someone because I consider myself to be a servant leader because that's just what I do. So if I were to tell my younger self, I would just simply say never give up and to always make the effort. If you're going to do something, you do it well. Okay, so that would be probably what I would tell my younger self, just to never give up.
I have to take another quick break. When I return, some pearls of wisdom from Peggy. You are listening to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on player.live365.com/A33199, Apple, Fire, Roku, other smart TVs, TuneIn, and IAMMJP.com. Welcome back to Malcolm's Praise Live 365. Peggy, my last question. What would you tell upcoming college basketball players, but especially women, to inspire them?
Wow. Another great question. Um, Basketball players coming up, what would I say to inspire them? Always just remember that hard work pays off and that, even though when people aren't watching, when they are not looking, still work hard because somebody is going to notice that. And, that happened to me, several times, just keep working hard. And I know that it says in Jeremiah 29:11, it talks about, for I know the plans that I have for you, okay, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So already know that it's already laid out. And if you give your best and you give everything that you have, it's going to come to fruition. You just have to get out there and get it done. Okay, go out and just do what you have to do in order to get it done. One other thing I would also say is don't allow barriers to get in your way. Barriers are just, obstacles that you have to sometimes just jump over, but just don't allow those barriers to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do. And I think the last thing I would say is that the sky's the limit. Go out there and do what you need to do to get it done because you want to write your own story. You don't want anybody else writing your story for you. You're going to make that difference. So you go out there and you give it your all and do whatever it is you need to do to get it done. And at the end of the day, as long as you know you've given your best, then that's all you can do. So keep the faith and keep moving forward.
Peggy, thanks for coming on Malcolm's Praise Live 365. Peggy, you can come back anytime.
Thank you, Malcolm. I really appreciate this opportunity. You are very, very special, and I'm so proud of you. So you keep doing what you're doing. I love you.
Thanks for listening and watching Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on the radio and YouTube. If you want me to interview you, please email me at mjphillips471@gmail.com or inbox me on facebook.com/malcolmspraise, twitter.com/malcolms_praise, and instagram.com/mjphillips471. I will reply to set up a Zoom interview with you. People, I can tell that most of you are not subscribed to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on YouTube. When you subscribe and like on YouTube, it does help me expand the channel, and it is free. Listen to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 constantly at player.live365.com/A33199, Apple, Fire, Roku, other smart TVs, TuneIn, and IAMMJP.com. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, like, share, and stay encouraged. Back to more gospel music on Malcolm's Praise Live 365.